through King's Cross injuring an elderly man has been jailed until early 2017. Dwayne Williams pushed a 79-year-old man to the ground, breaking his wrist before assaulting two others. He's been sentenced to minimum jail terms of 12 and 15 months for various offences.
It's 2 o'clock. Good afternoon. I'm Jacob Dunstan with 2NURFM Hunter News. Newcastle Council has opted to go against the state government's Fit for the Future suggestion by opposing a merger with Lake Macquarie. Lake Macquarie earlier this week agreed to merge with Northern Wyong, while Newcastle has expressed interest in merging with Port Stephens. Councils had until today to agree to a merger or lose access to $1 billion in extra funding under the Fit for the Future process. The search continues for a man who attempted to hold up the Thornton news agency in broad daylight. He entered the Railway Avenue business at about 4 o'clock yesterday afternoon and produced a knife, but fled empty-handed when the owner picked up a baseball bat. Shop owner Wayne Hackett says police have a good description of the man.
Basically, he got nothing. There was customers in the shop. There was kids out on the footpath. I think it took a few of them up. We've got good CCTV footage, and we've seen his getaway vehicle. Hopefully we'll get some good leads out of this and they'll catch him.
Irate Upper Hunter residents have responded en masse via social media to revelations dead dogs have been dumped in a local charity bin. The matter is currently being investigated by the RSPCA, with dogs being found in the Aberdeen St Vincent de Paul charity bins twice in the space of 3 weeks. There have been speculation the animals may have been stolen for use in illicit dog fighting, with calls for CCTV cameras to be set up in the area to deter further occurrences. 20 new jobs will be created in Newcastle as part of the state government's road infrastructure program, delivering $16 billion worth of road upgrades to the state. Newcastle will have a program office where it will be part of the Freight and Regional Program Office, focusing on signature projects. Parliamentary Secretary for the Hunter, Scott McDonald, says it's important for regional works to not be planned in Sydney.
We are working in places such as the Newell Highway, Bridges for the Bush and Princes Highway upgrades. So rather than just being located in Sydney, it was important to get them out in the regions where they understand what needed to be done in some of these large regional projects. Hume Highway is another one that we'll be working on. As I say, their project delivery, civil engineers, all those sorts of people.
22 Tasmanian devils have left the Hunter today, embarking by plane to their new namesake home. The animals are part of a captive breeding program which has seen 44 devils reproduce more than 100 joeys in a short 4 years to boost the endangered species wild population. Campaign manager Jennifer Crowe says the Devil Ark project will continue beyond this relocation, with a 2018 vision of having 320 devils in their care.
With the success that we've had in the breeding seasons, hopefully we can achieve that. But obviously this kind of work doesn't come cheaply, it doesn't come at the click of one's fingers. We really do rely on everyone, every Australian, every mum and dad and child, sponsors and project partners to allow us to continue this work.
In finance, the All Ords is down 0.5 points at 51.18 and $1 Australian is buying 71.04 US cents.
Sport, thanks to our sponsor, Warners Bay Sports Club.
Newcastle-born golfer Stephen Bowditch is in Melbourne this week to take out the Australian Masters. The 32-year-old is looking to cap off his most successful season yet. He earned $4 million in prize money this year alone, and Huntingdale could be his towering achievement. The Jets have a heavy focus on Adelaide this week, leaving behind their disappointing draw with the Central Coast. Coach Scott Miller was reportedly appalled by the 92nd-minute equaliser, but skipper Nigel Bogard says they've learned from their errors. He says they'll move on to their next challenge.
A bit of everything, to be honest with you, but I think also game management and being a bit street smart and knowing how to play a game out once you go ahead. That comes through experience. We've got enough experience on the field to control those situations and make sure that when we do take the lead with 10 to go, that's it.
And the Newcastle Knights have a fresh, younger-looking outfit heading into the 2016 season. It's hoped young guns Luke Yates, James Taylor and Josh King will help the team bounce back from this year's wooden spoon finish. At 35 years old, Jeremy Smith is now the Knights' senior-most player. The Knights will play their first pre-season trial match against Canberra in Orange on Saturday, February 20th. 2NURFM news time is 6 past.